Game shows have been a staple of television entertainment for decades, bringing fun, competition, and suspense into the homes of millions. However, sim game shows have taken things a step further, introducing bizarre challenges, strange formats, and off-the-wall concepts that leave viewers scratching their heads. Here are the top 10 times game shows got way too weird, showcasing moments that push the boundaries of creativity and sometimes common sense. 1. The Gong Show, 1976, 1980, 2017 revival. If there was ever a game show known for its weirdness, The Gong Show is the one. Created by Chuck Barris, this talent competition featured contestants with bizarre acts ranging from peculiar musical performances to bizarre skits and performances. The twist was that a panel of judges could gong an act if they thought it was terrible, but the contestants were often so odd that they were kept on simply for the entertainment value. From unhinged performances to an ever-odd assortment of celebrity judges, The Gong Show often seemed more like a circus than a game show. 2. Wipeout, 2008 to 2014. Wipeout featured contestants attempting to navigate an insane obstacle course filled with water, foam, and ridiculous challenges designed to make them fall or fail. While the premise of the show wasn't exactly bizarre, the nature of the obstacles was downright weird. Giant rubber balls, enormous swinging axes, and slippery slopes caused contestants to take spectacular falls, creating an absurd mix of physical comedy and sheer chaos. The show's over-the-top humor and oddball setup led it to become a fan favorite for those looking for bizarre and slapstick entertainment. 3. The Price is Right, Shark Tank episode, 2010. In 2010, The Price is Right aired a special Shark Tank episode where contestants had to guess the prices of various products showcased by the investors from the show. The weirdness didn't come from the typical price guessing format, but from the products themselves. With items like a toilet seat that also doubled as a mini fridge and an industrial strength bed frame, the episode felt like a bizarre blend of consumerism and silliness. The mix of The Price is Right's innocent guessing game with products that defied reason created an unusual viewing experience. 4. Hole in the Wall, 2008 to 2009. In Hole in the Wall, contestants had to contort their bodies to fit through large, oddly shaped holes in a moving wall. As weird as that sounds, the oddest part of the show was the wall's designs. Instead of standard, predictable shapes, the holes would often resemble strange, non-human forms, leading contestants to try and squeeze their bodies into comically difficult positions. The absurdity of trying to fit into ever weirder shapes made Hole in the Wall one of the most bizarre game shows to hit television screens. 5. Deal or No Deal, 2005 to 2019. While Deal or No Deal is not inherently weird, it certainly became one when the format took an unusual turn. Contestants chose from 26 briefcases, each containing a hidden amount of money, but the strangeness came from the constant tension, dramatic music, and increasingly absurd stakes for seemingly no reason. In some episodes, the tension was so high that it felt almost surreal, and the constant over-the-top drama made the process of picking a briefcase seem far stranger than it really was. 6. Fear Factor, 2001 to 2006, 2011. While Fear Factor was intended to test contestants' bravery, it often went off the rails with its extreme, and often weird, challenges. Some of the show's most bizarre moments included contestants having to eat live insects, get submerged in tanks of snakes, or crawl through tunnels filled with gross substances. One particularly weird stunt involved having participants eat a mixture of animal genitals and testicles, while another had contestants endure being submerged underwater inside a coffin. While the show's premise was about overcoming fears, the challenges often veered into unsettlingly strange territory. 7. Japanese game shows, various titles. Japanese game shows are infamous for being strange and unusual, often crossing boundaries of what would be acceptable on Western television. Shows like Takeshi's Castle, Ninja Warrior, and Batsu Games are all examples of bizarre challenges and formats. From contestants being pelted with mud while attempting to cross a river to physically demanding obstacle courses, these shows went to extremes. The Japanese television industry is renowned for pushing the envelope when it comes to weirdness, often blending absurd humor with intense competition. 8. Naked and Afraid, 2013 to present. While Naked and Afraid isn't exactly a traditional game show, it still fits into the genre of strange survival challenges. In this show, two contestants are dropped in a remote location with no clothes and only basic survival tools. The challenge is to survive for 21 days in the wild, all while being naked and afraid. The show's concept of removing every safety net and relying on contestants' survival instincts is unsettling, but it also creates bizarre and often awkward situations. Watching contestants build shelters or attempt to survive without clothes or resources makes for an odd but compelling spectacle. 9. The Dating Game, 1965 to 1980, 1996 to 1999. In this classic dating show, a single bachelor or bachelorette would ask 3 contestants a series of questions, all in the hopes of finding love. What made this show weird, however, was the often bizarre and uncomfortable dynamics between the contestants. In one famous moment, a contestant chose a partner based on superficial answers, only to later reveal that the person had been in a relationship with someone else on the show. The show's awkwardness and sometimes random nature of the dating process made for some truly strange moments that felt more like a train wreck than romance. 10. Lunar International Game Show, 2009. This bizarre Japanese game show was set on the moon, at least, it was filmed to appear that way. Contestants were tasked with navigating an obstacle course while wearing strange, bulky spacesuits that made them move in slow motion. The ridiculousness of the setting, combined with the absurd difficulty of performing basic tasks in a spacesuit, made for some truly outlandish moments. The show's premise was a clear homage to space exploration, but its odd format made it an unusual watch for viewers worldwide. Game shows have long been an important part of television, and while they're often designed to entertain, some have gone far beyond simple fun to deliver bizarre and unexpected moments. Whether through bizarre stunts, unconventional formats, or downright absurd premises, these weird game shows have earned a place in the annals of television history, reminding us that sometimes, entertainment is just a little stranger than we expect.